So, I just want to introduce and our very special guest on here tonight. We met actually a year ago when we were at the European Success Summit together, where we people all across Europe come together to learn more about the products and about the business and just to network together as well. Pernilla came and joined us, and we just became friends really quickly. And over the last year, we've had the opportunity to meet several times on Zoom. And I realised what a fabulous lady she is, what an incredible lady she is with her knowledge around the supplements, the scanner, the science behind it. So we're really lucky to have Pernilla with us this evening. She's going to take us through the Pharmanex brand, some of the supplements, some of the most popular supplements. She's going to also share her story and why she has become so passionate to share the products with her customers. Are you in Sweden at the moment, Pernilla?
Actually, I'm in Germany at the border to Luxembourg for the
Ah,
moment.
right. I never know because you're just jet setting all over. I never know if you're in Sweden or Germany or Luxembourg.
You never know.
I never know. So, Pernilla, we'd love to hear your story and how you came to using the products and then decided that you wanted to share it with customers and within your business.
Yes, thank you for inviting me here. And Samantha, I'm so happy that I met you last year in Marbella. It really clicked.
Yeah.
You are so kind and you are so caring with people.
Oh,
And we also have this common um, with health that we really love about health and to help people. So yeah, I'm super happy for that.
thank you.
Yes, so my name is Pernilla. I'm Swedish, and I have been with Nuskin actually for 9 years. But my background is I've been working as a private banker, both in Sweden and Luxembourg for many years. So I have a master degree in finance. Um, then I got some health issues myself, and I was then invited to a spa event, and there I saw the scanner. Because the thing is, I had some health issue. I had surgeries, and I wanted to see how can I actually help my body with nutrition. So I saw the scanner and I was a bit scared when I saw it first time to do a measurement because I had some issues. But I did a scanning. And for those who has done a scanning, you know the scores. And I got 42,000. So I was on green. But at that time, I was often sick. My daughter was little. She was sick as well. And I was eating vegetables and fruits. So I thought, okay, I need to do something anyway. So I started to take the lifePak and the bag for 3 months. And then I did a rescan. And then actually, I got 71,000. And I understand now, being 9 years in the business, it's quite high difference only in 3 months. And for me, I didn't know that at that time. I thought that was normal. For me, seeing that I have now built up something in my body, the nutrition, the immune system, and so on, to see this number, I felt secure because then 1 month later, I was going to do a surgery in Switzerland. So it's both body and also the brain. I felt good. And then when I did also the surgery in Switzerland, it was very special. Um, I don't think it's quite normal. It's not compared to Sweden, at least. But I got these different courses with a lot of nutrition. So I talked to them like, oh, wow, this is a lot of good food. And they said, yes, it's so important to give nutrition to your body because when doing a surgery or you're exposed to different things, you need extra nutrition to your body. And that's like, yes, that was exactly what I did with the lifePak before. So I didn't even know that they also had the same thinking, which is not comparable to the food you receive at hospitals and surgeries in Sweden, which I have also done. It's totally different thinking. So this is actually the reason why I started to work with Pharmanex and with the scanner, because this helped me so much that I can help other people. So then, since I have studied a lot, I also wanted to learn more. So I have been studying at university in Sweden about nutrition, health, lifestyle, and anatomy, physiology. And so I'm a health and lifestyle therapist because I wanted to learn more how to support the body and how things are working and so on. So this is like, yeah, so yeah, I can just say I am so thankful that I was invited to this spa event and was introduced to the scanner. Yeah, so this is a little bit short about me. And now I will do a presentation. I think it will take about 20-25 minutes or something like that. So I will share my screen.
Thank you.
Do you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes, perfect. So welcome to the Beauty Talk, Discover Your Inner Wealth of Health and Beauty. As you can see here, it's a bag full of nice vegetables and fruits. And I want you to think about this. How much is your health worth while we go through this presentation? For me, health is everything. If you don't have the health, you don't have anything. I know that because I've been through 4 surgeries, been there to the hospital. Like you only want to be healthy and you want to be, yeah, to come back home. So think of this. It's so important. So here you see 2 cells, and we actually consist of 37 trillions of cells having different functions in the body. And the one on the right, you see a healthy cell with the antioxidant protection. So the blue flowers, that is antioxidants. And then you have the red balls, those are the free radicals. And you see the one to the cell to the left. There you see not so many antioxidants, but you still have free radicals. So this is when your cell is damaged, and this is when you become sick. So what is then free radicals? Well, free radicals is actually what you're exposed to every day just by breathing. And some people, they smoke, you have the sun, some people drink alcohol, pollutions, radiations, and stress. Stress is the biggest thing when it comes to health because it really harms your health. And when you can see this like free radicals and oxidative stress with comparing an apple. So when you cut an apple in 2 pieces, it's exposed to oxygen. And this is when it becomes brown. But if you put some lemon juice on the other side, which you can see, this is full of antioxidants. So it's actually protecting. This is the same way it's working in your body. And you have this free radical that has an unstable molecule. So it's looking for another electron. So it takes this electron from this stable molecule, but then this becomes a free radical. So this is why it's so important to have the antioxidants, to have an extra electron that it can give to this free radical. So that's why it's so important to have a good antioxidant value. So where do you get antioxidants from? It's from fruits, vegetables. So the colorful fruits and vegetables that are stored in the body. And here is a comparison that you should at least eat 500 grams up to 800 grams per day of vegetables and fruits. And I don't do that. I eat a lot, but I don't manage to do that every day. And you see also in Europe here, Sweden, only 237, and UK, 258 grams. So this is an average. So there's so many people that need help. And why is this? Because we have a stressful life. We don't have much time. We just eat fast food and so on. So then, of course, what is the solution to this? How can we support our body if we don't have time to eat all these fruits and vegetables? So this is where Nu Skin and Pharmanex comes in. So we have been on the market for 40 years, and we have 60 plus to 67 actually scientists within the company who look all over the world for the best plants, spices, and create ingredients, and then create the product for us. And also what I think is so good with Nu Skin and Pharmanex is because they are integrated. They work both from the outside and from the inside, because you need to do both. You cannot only work from the inside, but you also need to protect the skin also from things that come into the body, and also what you put in the mouth, of course. So the Nu Skin is the skin, and then we have the Pharmanex, which is the health part. So Nu Skin started 40 years ago with the skincare, and then came Pharmanex with the healthcare around 10 years later. And they are really inspired by nature and powered by science. And the head or main scientist in the company is Joe Chang. And he was actually the one who started Pharmanex together with two other people. And then Nu Skin bought it. And it has been developed many things after this together with Joe Chang. And he has also written the book, The Aging Myth, that I can recommend. It's quite interesting to read. And he and Pharmanex and Nu Skin, they talk a lot about this lifespan and youth span. We live normally longer, up to like 80 years over that. But how are our 10 last years in life? Are they healthy? Or often we get sick and we have a lot of medicine and so on. And this is what we really want to tell people and to help people with, is to live healthier longer, to have a good, healthy life longer. That is so important. So how can you then know your antioxidant value? Yes, we have this one. We have the scanner. And you can actually measure your antioxidant value with this scanner. It's amazing. It's a Swedish Nobel Prize winning technology. So I'm proud because I'm Swedish. We have this Swedish Nobel Prize. But it's an Indian who's actually started or developed this technology. And then you have another 15 years of science from Nu Skin who created this scanner. So there's a lot of money in here. And we have done over 15 millions of scans over the world. So this, you can actually scan your antioxidant value. And we are the only one in the world who has this. And it's so important to do that. And how you do it then, you use the skin. Because when you eat fruits and vegetables, it's actually stored in the skin. And it's not like just for one day, but it's stored like for 3-6 weeks. If you take a blood test, for example, it's like how you are that day, and then it can change. But here, the fruits and vegetables are stored in the skin for much longer time. For example, let's say that you eat a lot of carrots. Everyone knows that if you eat a lot of carrots, you also get a little bit orange or brown skin. And because carrots contains a lot of carotenoids, which is what we measure in the device. And here you see the score. You can actually be up to over 100,000 as well. And then if you don't have a too good score, then there is a solution with the lifePak, which is actually the base of vitamins and minerals that you should receive from food, but often you don't. So this is like a complement. It's not like instead of, but extra. And you have all the ingredients here, like all the base. And the best is then to take this bag. The best is actually to divide it into two, like 2 in the mornings and 2 in the evenings, to have the best absorption in the body. And then we also have other certified, scanner certified products like the collagen, which also is possible to measure. And within the Pharmanex product line, we have different products as well. So it's not only lifePak, but other different as well. So just so you know. And the good thing also is with the products is that they are not just coming up like that, but they have this Pharmanex 6S process qualification that one, we look all over the world for the best possible plants or spices. And then they put the best source in this plant, for example. They put it together. It is like a little bit like baking a cake. It's not only about putting ingredients, but it's also about the amount. So perhaps when you're on the market and look for other products that look similar, they might not be because they have different amounts in it. And this is so good with the science of Nu Skin Pharmanex, because they really look into all details about this to make the best. For example, the collagen, the Beauty Focus collagen, perhaps you have heard of that. It took Nu Skin 6 years, Pharmanex, 6 years to develop this product, because they really wanted to develop something with real good quality. And this is that why it's go through the 6S process. So select source, and then the combination, and of course standardize, so you get the same product every time you order. Safety, we are tested on human people as well. They are dermatology tested. And then also we do third-party clinical studies as well, so that we know it's working. And Nu Skin's motto actually from the beginning is all of the good and none of the bad, and the difference demonstrated. And this is valid for 40 years and still is, because it's really the truth. The difference is still really demonstrated. And the ingredients, all of the good and none of the bad. Each ingredients are in there for a reason, and they're controlled, and there is nothing bad with the ingredients. And the philosophy is like building a house. First, you need a foundation. That is like the floor. You cannot start with the roof. It doesn't work. So the foundation is the lifePak. This is like the basic, what you need to put to your body. And then you add on, for example, marine omega-3 is so important to have the EPA and the DHA, DHA, sorry, I was speaking Swedish, as well. And one interesting thing is that when you have a high antioxidant score or value, then also the marine omega-3 is also better absorbed to the body. This is also interesting. Then, depending on how your health are, then you can add other things on top of that. But this lifePak is just the base as well. So this is our recommendation, either the tablets with omega-3, but we also have the juice. And this actually you can give to your children. I have given this to my daughter since she was very little bit, but it is from 6 years of age. And it helps a lot. My daughter, 4 years in school, she was sick one time. Knock on wood, I always say knock on wood. But that time she was sick, she had some stomach issues. So this is really good also to care for the whole family as well. And then a little bit about the lifePak. So there you have the base of the vitamins and minerals, and it targets 9 functions. So the skin health, cardiovascular health, immune system, the metabolism, the thyroid, bone health, the antioxidant defense, eye health, and also the cognitive function as well. So it's really supporting the whole body. And here you see the juice, that is 12 fruits and vegetables. If you don't like tablets, then you can also take the juice instead. And here we have the omega-3, which is with the good omega-3 fatty acids, because we often have perhaps a little bit more omega-6, and then we need to add a little bit more omega-3, and this we get from fish. And in this case, it's krill oil, because perhaps you don't eat enough fish just by that. So then it's good to have the extra omega-3 to add on as well. And also to let you know, this has been here for 20 years. And Nu Skin is so smart without knowing that they are smart, or Pharmanex, because they have done scannings, like 50 million scannings all over the world for 15 years. And now comes the AI. And to be able to use AI, you need data. And this has Nu Skin and Pharmanex collected. So this is why they now, next year, will come up with something even better, the Prism IO, which you can measure the antioxidant value, but it will also be able to measure other health issues that you might have, the gut health, skin health, and so on. It will come. So and then you can actually have it in your own home. So this is very, very exciting. So this is truly intelligent wellness. I can tell. And also, just to add a little bit about the Beauty Focus Collagen, which was launched some years ago. This is working from the inside as well. And I just wanted to show a little bit my results, which I'm quite proud of too. When I started to take this one, this is also scanner certified. First, here is actually Casper on the left. He's actually a former colleague of mine. We were working as private banker together, so it's quite funny that he's world famous and I was working with him. And you can see his results from May and then 12 months later. And I meet him quite often. I know he looks really good. He's 50, I think it's 52 years. I'm 50 years as well. I don't know if I told you in the beginning. And then the lady in Sweden, Swedish, you also see the difference on her skin by using only after 4 weeks with the collagen. And this is my results. I was taking it for 6 weeks because I was in Germany at the time and I wanted to take a picture before going to Sweden. You're supposed to take it for 4 months because we have clinical studies for 4 months. This is like where you actually see the difference. But I still want to do because I want to know before than going back because then I was a little bit more brown and so on. And I was like, wow, things has happened to my skin. I really see the difference with the smoothness, the wrinkles, and the glow. If you look and see before and after, and this is only after 6 weeks. So I'm happy with the Beauty Focus Collagen. Yes. Is there something you would like to add, Samantha?
I've been writing loads of notes actually, so thank you. Is that the last slide?
Yes, it's the
Yeah,
last slide.
yeah, that's fine. So I just wanted to add something that I found out recently about the collagen actually, because I know that we have the lutein in there, and quite often when we're looking at products, we're comparing it to something else maybe we've seen, or maybe somebody else has said, maybe a friend said, oh no, take this one, take that one. And what I've actually noticed on a couple of products, and I think this probably goes across the range with Pharmanex. So the reason that we have lutein in our collagen, it's a very powerful antioxidant, as we know. It loves tissue, so it takes the peptides exactly where it needs to go, and it does give that blue light protection. But I was just reading through some notes the other day, and we kind of all know that vitamin C is very good for absorption. So it's very good to have vitamin C when we're taking supplements as well for absorption. And a lot of collagens have vitamin C in it. But the reason we have lutein is because vitamin C is quite abundant in our diet anyway. But lutein isn't an abundant antioxidant, and it's a really powerful antioxidant. So, to really help with extra protection and absorption, that's why we've got the lutein in there, because it's just not widely abundant for us to have, where we generally get that with vitamin C. And I was like, wow, that's really clever, but it's something that I completely overlooked. And then I heard, because we've just updated the Marine Omega very recently. So I was just checking out some things on the Marine Omega, and they've updated like the capsule. So it's like a soft cell technology. And what that actually does, it has a slow release of the fish oil, because quite often when people are taking fish oils, it gets released altogether and you get that kind of fishy kind of tasty thing after. But because it's this new soft cell technology, we're not getting that because it's giving more of a slow release. So I was like, wow, I find all that fascinating. But also like with the krill oil, because our body can utilize it more, but because it's also an oil, very powerful oil, like Pernilla said, but it's not as abundant. But also, it's not overfished either. So when they were looking at the sustainability of it, actually, we've won awards for the fishing of it because it's just not an over produced and fished. Can't remember what the award was. And I just thought, wow, that actually there's so much behind why we have the products. And like the lifePak in the individual sort of tablets is because the body can absorb it more easily and sort of the mix of it all. So it's absolutely fascinating when you really look behind all the layers of the company and especially through the six-step quality process. And I know for a fact that each batch, once cultivated, is tested for insecticides and pesticides, not once it's just been planted. So there's so much behind it. And like with the packaging and all of that now, that it's such a great value product, not just in what it's giving us, but also for the environment and what it's giving back and for the sustainability and all of those things that we're all quite passionate about these days compared to 40 years ago when the company started. So I don't know if anybody wants to ask any questions or as we have Pernilla here, because she has got such a wealth of knowledge on nutrition and lifestyle and how much it can do for us. So has anybody got any questions for Pernilla? Doesn't matter, you don't have to be on camera, you can just unmute yourself and ask a question. It's no problem.
I can just also add with the collagen because it's so amazing. It took Nu Skin Pharmanex 6 years to develop this, and this is because they wanted to develop a collagen that really works. So
Mm.
they don't only have the collagen in there, but they have the ceramides who helps the skin,
Yeah.
and also like you're talking about the lutein. And the lutein is so interesting because it is an antioxidant, and it is in this little bag, meaning it's actually protecting the collagen in there, so it's actually absorbed better in the body.
Mm. Yeah.
So the
Powerful.
science, and also that it has also collagen, and also it supports the collagen that we have in our body as well. So this little bag actually has four extra functions, or four functions, than if you just buy a collagen on the market. So this is science. Six
Yeah.
years, they didn't just want to put a collagen, but they want to have something that is really, really working.
Absolutely. And I think coupled with the scanner, to prove and we can show by measuring and seeing your score increase. And I've been scanning people for about 10, 11 years now. And there's so many stories, and you can just see people literally visually changing. They're just their energy levels, how they feel, and you can always correlate it to their score. And, if, say, for instance, you haven't seen somebody for a while and you scan them and they're not having a great time and their score's low, it always relates to what's been going on as well. So it's super interesting. Sorry, Bridget, would you like to add anything?
No, I was just going to thank Pernilla actually, because I learned quite a lot tonight. I've been taking supplements for the last 5 years. I'm definitely a healthier, happier person, version of my previous self, prior to taking these supplements. My husband takes them, I take them, my son takes them as well. He's started taking the lifePak. And if I ever get my order a little bit delayed, and I miss for sort of 3 or 4 days, I really, can feel it, and I really want to, can't wait to start taking them again. I think it just gives me a lot of clarity, and yeah, I was very lucky. I went through the menopause. I didn't have any symptoms at all. And I put that down to the quality of the supplements that I was taking.
Mm. I
That's all I
I've
wanted to
actually
say.
got something that I do, obviously quite a lot of people take supplements. There's a lot on the market. It's always hard to know what to choose. And most people may or may not take supplements or have dabbled in it and think actually maybe it doesn't work. But I want to start setting people a little challenge. If you've never tried a product that's from a a high quality pharmaceutical graded product like our range, and we've got lots of different products within the range. If you've never tried that, my challenge is to think, right, I'm going to try one of these products and really see how it compares to something else that you may have taken previously. Because I think it really, really is a difference demonstrated and how you feel and how other people see you, and it's your energy levels. We have an amazing product. I'm just going to say, actually, I've just had a great testimonial recently. A school mum, she said, and this is what a lot of women get, her hair was falling out. She was getting a lot of it in the sink. It was thinning. She was really like, my hair, you know what it's like when your hair changes? It's quite devastating, isn't it? And I've definitely been through that myself. I know it doesn't look like it was got a lot of hair, but I did, and I really suffered a lot. So I recommended the Multi Beauty, which is packed full of all the B vitamins. It's got biotin, it's got the essential minerals. It's an amazing product, actually. She's been on it, she's done 2 months, she's just bought another, her third month. And she was so excited. She said, my hair stopped falling out. I'm not getting it in the when I wash it anymore, and I'm getting new hair. And I was like, wow, I know the products work, but when you get another testimonial and somebody else and you've helped to solve their issue, and it's just such a, it's a great thing to be able to recommend and pass on.
Yes, and I want to say that also when you get this feedback, when you talk to the client customers and they tell you the benefits or the things that they feel and they see, it
Yeah,
gives so much happiness to
yeah,
me.
yeah,
Like I'm helping and they are happy. It gives so much to be able to help people with these
yeah.
fantastic.
Absolutely. And I would say Bridget Warburton is the absolute product of the product. We were in Marbella. Everybody looked twice at Bridget. She just had this amazing glow. Her hair looks fantastic. Her skin. I mean, she got asked for her autograph. They thought she was a model. But
Yeah,
you were absolutely, I know I'm having a joke, but it did
yeah,
actually happen, everybody.
yeah. It's
But
good.
it did. But you know what? You were absolutely glowing. And, it is from
Thank
taking the
you. Thank you
products.
very
You
much.
were,
Thank
and you
you.
still are. Everybody starts to change before your eyes. It's fantastic. It's like the best business to be in, isn't it? So, has anybody else got any questions? No? Have you got any, Pernilla?
Yeah. I'm just very thankful that you invited me here. I'm happy to share my experience, and
I have got
it's
a question actually about your daughter. I've picked up about the JVI actually. You said she had stomach issues. Did those stop when she was taking the JVI?
no, this was just something different. This
Oh,
was
okay.
nothing about the juice or anything. I mean, this was like one time in 4 years,
Right.
and it was not really some stomach issues. I don't know. There were some issues. I don't
Yeah.
know.
And so have you seen the difference in her from taking the JVI?
Yes, I see the difference when she takes it because she doesn't really eat much fruits and vegetables. So I'm
Yeah.
super happy that she takes the juice.
Yeah.
But now I actually also introduce her to the tablets as well,
Yeah.
to see the difference on that. And also the omega-3. I'm also
Mm,
giving that, but just like 1 out of 2, I give it to her.
yeah.
Can I ask a question? So with your daughter, sorry,
No, no.
did you scan her before and
Yes, I have scanned her several years. And when she was little, it was better because then she also ate more fruits and vegetables. But now the last year she doesn't eat much vegetables and fruits. So I'm like, I'm a health person. I do smoothies and she blah blah.
Mm,
So she got a little bit worse score. And this is so important to be able to scan her and to see the difference, because now I say, okay, now we need to do something. And she also understands this.
Mm,
So, okay, Mama, I do this. And because she also wants to have a higher score.
mm,
So now I scan her every month.
yeah.
So it was better when she was more little, and now it has gone a bit more worse because she doesn't eat fruits. That is why I added also the tablet, because I only give her a little shot and it's not really enough.
Mm,
Yeah. So she needs to have more on this. So I'm actually doing some checking now to see what, like, one tablet, how much that make a difference, and then I will have put 2 tablets to see. So I'm testing. She's a testing person now for me.
I can't wait to hear the results on that, because I think
Yes.
it's really important for children. I've been scanning my daughter ever since I've had the scanner, really. And she was always a lot higher when she was younger, but she's kind of turned, she's really into like eating healthy and a fruit and veg. And it does always correlate, with their score. And I think it helps their skin, when they go through the teenage age as well. And the hormonal, it does really help their skin when their score's higher and they're eating well. So yeah, it's another thing to help them ease through those years as well, isn't it?
Yeah, she's only 10,
Mm,
soon 11. And what you're talking about, the skin, because now she's looking into like skin products.
mm,
Of course, she on YouTube and she hears a lot of different brands that she wants to order, and say, yes, order, and see how things are going. And then she got some like readiness and so on. So
mm,
I said, okay, perhaps you should use the Nutricentral's product line instead. So she understands that actually the new skin products are really good. She
I
found
like
out
that.
herself in this way. So I
Mm.
think it's really good.
So reverse psychology on that then.
Yeah, she sees the difference. Like, Mama, what should I do? Well, you
Yeah.
use the Nutricentral's product line.
Yeah, yeah. I love that. That's great. Well, thank you. That's been brilliant. We definitely are going to do some more of these. So we'll be picking some different subjects as well. So if anybody has anything that they'd like to hear more about, we are always open to hear more. I'd just like to thank everybody for joining tonight. Jane, Elaine, Aga, Denise, Kyla, Pernilla, and Bridget. Yeah, thank you very much, and we shall see you all soon. Oh, I'm going to stop recording actually. Should have done that.